This is Letters to My People, the biggest opinions on the smallest channel, saying the things that your favorite YouTubers wish they could say, but can't. Now, in today's editorial, we are going to be discussing tracking the Manosphere, or as I'm titling it, stalking or tracking the Manosphere, subtitled Trolling the Manosphere. Now, before I begin, I'd like to just say, shout out to Aaron Fountain, journalist, investigative journalist at that, and blogger, vlogger, whatever title you want to go with, on his expose on the Manosphere and the content creators within it. Now, is he trolling, or is he reporting, or is it stalking? That's a good question. I look at some of these highlight reels, and to me, it just looks like, he just putting together some compilations and doing an overall commentary about the discourse that goes on in the Manosphere as far as these discussions. So let me check and look at some of it. Let me look at this one.
Dark side. Not impressed.
So, I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched the Justice League movie yet, but see, is Solo supposed to be Steppenwolf? I don't know. And who is supposed to... I can't really follow this, but... Oh, let's look at Tito. Her Tito is back on YouTube, and since he's been back on YouTube, he's been getting the normal numbers that, he was receiving before he was locked up. But a person like Tito back on YouTube and going back to business as usual, that doesn't say a lot about Tito. That just says a lot about the viewers of Tito's content and of YouTube themselves for pretty much allowing a person like him to be back on. But I'm not mad at him. So let's go see.
You show them that you're a punk ass, timid ass bitch. A bitch.
Basically, he's directing this commentary towards Reg the bad guy, and from what I'm understanding, him and Reg the bad guy have some disagreements going on. We'll just say that.
And if you got a problem with anything I'm saying, my nigga, I travel around this country a lot. I ain't got no problem coming to one of them gyms in California and beating some of that weight up off your ass. Like Archie Moody used to say, box your way in shape. Oh, I'll get you in shape real good.
So basically, and I'm going to do like an editorial about catching a flight, but Tito is saying that, I'm down for, meeting up with you wherever because I get around like that. But personally, I don't think Reg is going to go for that anyway. That doesn't sound like Reg's style. So let's look at another video.
Now I'm saying AMX making phone calls, desperately panicking, because that video makes you look like a fucking clown, nigga. Now you gotta call people. Nigga, call me yourself, nigga. Don't try to have people be middlemen, nigga.
And this is what I don't understand. I mean, okay, AMS, from my understanding, Solo TV 84 was the first person to interview AMS and everything. Got to start on that panel. I mean, not saying that AMS, didn't play a part in his own success, but he did. But in the beginning, AMS was appearing in a lot of Black Manosphere-centered videos. But nowadays, AMS pretty much branched away from the Black Manosphere, and he's more doing videos with people, collabs with folks that necessarily aren't part of the Black Manosphere or the Greater Manosphere. So in that sense, he picks and chooses who he's gonna collab with. Now, as to why he's not collabing or wants to return Solo TV84's messages is beyond me, but it's like this, and it's like what I suspect about Kevin Samuels and everything. When some of these guys, when they get big and when they get to a certain status, they pretty much forget who was there in the beginning and people that may have played a role, even though if it was a small role and everything, they find that the role they played is insignificant. But on these streets, it's about self-preservation. AMS is no different in that regard, because AMS at the end of the day is only going to look out for AMS. But in that sense, I think that AMS, he should really answer Solo TV 84 and do that challenge. But I guess a guy like AMS, he feels that he has nothing to prove.
And now your son's got to get it too, because of the daddy's mistakes. Fuck out of here, nigga. Show me my respect or shut the fuck up. Bitch.
Whoa, man. Whoa. This is definitely heated. I'm going to get out of that.
And that loser, I'm finding out, Aaron Fagtane. I didn't know he was in his 30s. He spent 11 years and he's in college still. 11 years in college.
11 years.
Yeah, he's a fucking loser.
He got a master's degree or something?
11 years, Reg.
He should have got it by now.
Go get a job, you loser. Stop coming at black men. Think that's gonna be your come up. Only
person that's mad at Aaron Fountain.
I was fucking around. I was fucking around for a long time in college. I think I did 6 or something like that. But
Hey, Reg, I'm not mad at you. I did some of the same things too, but eventually I got serious and everything. In fact, I plan on going back to school.
I got out at 6 years. Yeah, I just broke it down and I said, fuck it. I stopped playing around. Boom. I was on the dean's list and everything, so I got out.
Come on, Reg. 11.
So Aaron Fountain was in college for 11 years. Wow. Not sure if that's true or not. But he titles this Intellectually Lazy Panel Question. My education won't even Google it. I ain't gonna Google it.
Try to come out there and project on me. It's okay. Seek help, brother. The mental health issue is a big issue in Black America. You're a prime example.
Yeah. Whatever.
Go to Cook County and go check this out.
Whatever intellectually lazy ass trope you want to throw out there, Famo, at the end of the day, you don't know how the fuck the court system works here. Tell me what you know about Robert Byrd. Tell me what you know about Richard J. Davis. You don't know nothing about that shit. You and your little podunk ass fucking town trying to tell me how shit going to big city,
with 14-year-olds.
You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Again, you're a rapist.
Hey, you from the fucking South, nigga. Y'all get the fuck out of here.
Oh, so wait. You about to come out there and make a blanket ass comment about the South? Go ahead, do that.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Sound fucking ignorant.
Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Tito?
As I was telling Lowcast, I plan on going on panels, but there's just some panels I'm not gonna do. Like, I ain't gonna do like a panel which is just, niggas stuff and shit, but apparently this video is called Hardcore General Tito Disrespects Southerners in a Hilarious Argument. I find nothing hilarious about this, but we're gonna continue listening.
You get turned on by Johnson & Johnson, huh? That smell, a lotion, baby lotion now. playing with little girls' assholes, and you getting upset because niggas coming out here telling you what you should be doing so you wouldn't be harassed like this, huh? But it's not harassment if somebody calling you
It
out on
ain't.
what
It
you
ain't. I
bullshit.
don't. But you. This is what you fail to understand though. The doxing, the shit you doing right now. This shit don't have no effect on me. And guess what? It's not gonna make the shit any less true that I say on my videos. It's not.
Now I gotta put this a Patreon.
My
God
commentary about.
damn.
So let's go on. See, we have hardcore Tito videos.
First question is, why does the UK have a reputation for having the ugliest women in the world? And two, are the black women in the UK exactly the same as the black women in the US?
Well, the first question is, I mean, it's like the first question is, no. Well, women here in the United Kingdom, I mean, you got all kinds of varieties, man. I mean, you got all kinds of varieties. So, that's nothing I've heard personally myself.
Does anybody find it odd that one of the leaders of the SYSBM amongst black Americans is somebody from Britain? You mean you guys are that mad and that outraged at ABWs? And by the way, by no means or stretch I'm taking up a cape or anything like that, but one of you guys' main people is from Britain. One of you guys' main mouthpieces is not from the same country you are from. And if he was to come to this country, he'd be exotic, and all he has to do is just open his mouth, and a lot of chicks would be all on his arm, like, they'd be all over him like fleas on a dog, per se. So, but you guys want to rally around this guy. Okay, all right.
I mean, especially if you come into London, London's just a melting pot. But yeah, now you got. I mean, to what now? If you're talking about the black women here, now you got an issue. Yeah, they got the ugliest. They're the ugliest women here. I mean, I walk down my local streets, man, and I'm just like, bloody hell. I look at a black woman, and then I look at a white or Hispanic or a Latina woman. I mean, or an Asian woman or an Indian woman, because where I live, there's a high population of Indians. And I'm like, come on, man, these black women are finished. They're done, man. It's a wrap.
Defends other women in
Damn
Britain,
rap,
but
man. You know
throws
what I
the
mean?
black ones under the bus.
But yeah,
There isn't a
you
lot
got so
of
much of a variety
Latina
here, man.
women in the
I mean,
UK,
so much
by
of
the
variety.
way.
But these women here are not ugly, man. No, you got
These
some very
dudes are
good
just
looking women here, and you got
anti-black.
all
I
kinds of
remember
shades and
traveling to a
varieties,
city in the
obviously
U.S.
depending on where you are in the country.
They talk highly about and was laughing because I didn't find many of the white women there attractive. But they disdain blackness so much they elevate average looking women so as long as they're not black. And I was wondering about that. I don't even recall the UK having a large Latin American population. And the ones who do live there don't reflect all of Latin America. Heck, even the US. We have mostly Mexicans, Central Americans, and the Caribbean, not many South Americans. And that's because of foreign policy. I don't know nothing about that, but we'll take his word for it. Let's continue listening to Babatunde.
But to answer your second question, yeah, they're exactly the same. These black women are exactly the same over here. It's the same thing. It's no different. I mean, they wear the weave. I mean, you got a lot of African women over here. They're engaging in the skin bleaching big time, you know. You see, look at the feet. The feet are black. You look at.
Unfortunately, skin bleaching is a big thing in certain countries. I mean, I said that about, certain Asian countries and everything. Skin bleaching is big over there, so it's not just like an African country or the Caribbean, but in Asia too, so.
The hands are black. Then you look at the face is all blotchy and it just looks.
Now, I don't know. I mean, if these guys are SYSBM, you would think that, they would have long since escaped the women, the scraggle daggles that they no longer want to deal with, and talk more about the women that they're dealing with. But apparently these guys are still obsessed with scraggle daggles for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it.
Now, in this email that I received yesterday, I also got a link.
Does anybody know Kid Organic or Organic the Maze Runner or whatever name he's going by, LA Confidential? Does anybody know his email address? If you guys do, please throw it in the comment section. Throw it in the comment section.
On a little bit of your background. And what I found is that your mother gave you up for adoption. Now, I am sorry for that.
Now, if you're going to make, claims like that, you should throw receipts. But want to skip Kid Organic. Hardcore Tito claims Manosphere videos influence AIDS awareness.
If you want evidence that our videos work, that your videos work, that Thug Titian's videos work, that the mayor of Blacktown's videos work, that Rick Scorpio's videos work.
Yes, sir.
If you Big BK, if you want evidence that any of our videos worked, I'll offer you this. Before we start speaking on this one issue, right? It used to be that whenever you saw a PSA or any type of advertisement linked to HIV/AIDS prevention, you will always see them using black men as the face of that. Whether it was a black man of a different sexual orientation or what we see as heterosexual black men, you will always see black men be the face of those PSAs.
I really don't know, man. You know the space is really in trouble when people want to take and openly do collabs with folks that went to jail for, I'm not going to say the crime, I'll just let you guys look it up.
That is sad. First of all, if this is the first thing that you have when it comes to Manosphere, this is sad. This is freaking sad. I'm not going to even get into that. And let's discuss about this, since certain people want to spread lies about certain people and then lump them in with everyone else and lump them in with the Manosphere. First of all, I don't co-sign with this silliness that's going on in the Manosphere, with this super misogyny stuff, and with any other thing in regards of just.
Props to Xanatos Clutch. I'm going to have to appear on one of his panels someday. I donated money to one of his live streams.
Talking trash about women for the sake of women. We aren't on this channel, and it isn't because that we're simps or anything like that. And I know that's the reason why my channel doesn't get liked a lot, but the reason why I have to point this out is because you all consider people who try to expose you as a joke. And you all, within the Manosphere, yeah, I'm talking to the Manosphere guys right now, a lot of you guys, instead of having all the heat for guys who try to expose you and try to drag your name into the mud, you have the heat for who? For chicks? For random-ass chicks? For average-at-best chicks? Or for
He's right, because if you are going to bring the smoke should be like a brush fire. It shouldn't just be in one place, it should be all over the place.
Other, or for due to so-called defending the chicks, or for random-ass daggles who you do not meet and have no effect in your life. You don't have heat for people who actually can threaten your livelihood.
He is right. Xanatos Clutch said that Manosphere is too afraid to file a class action lawsuit against me.
People have never really been confrontational. Even in the 70s and 80s, People just try to be courteous. If you have a problem with someone, hey, listen, I was next in line. You don't have to be an asshole about it. But lately, lately it just appears that people are acting in such a way that they don't think there's consequences. But the tide could be turning, because all you have to do is turn on YouTube, and there's people talking shit to people, girls talking shit to dudes, and dudes fucking cold cocking them. Like, when are you gonna? And she
gets so much satisfaction out of those videos.
Oh my god, dude! I live like.
Okay, the video, the title lives up to the content and whatnot, and I don't know, deriving satisfaction from seeing a chick get punched in the face by a dude. I don't know, man. That's not a good look right there, bruh. But you know, as I told Lowcast, there's two things that are devoid in this space: integrity and accountability. But I can see that doesn't sound like a good look, but you know, Donovan will just say that he got him out of context.
I would say that 60% of women have a career. That's what I
Okay,
would
so the
say.
40% who have jobs don't need to worry about what you just said. So the 60%, let's talk about that. How many of that 60% of women who have careers are actually good at them? They mean they're really on some sort of track. Hold on. Hold on. Let me qualify it.
And this is who Dr. Umar Johnson is pushing back at the moment. You know, personally, I think these two need to have a live debate, but I don't think they're gonna do it because both of them have egos, so they're not gonna do it. I mean, they'll make subliminals, going at each other, but they ain't gonna do a direct debate. And some people say, well, if there's nothing for Umar and Samuels to debate about, there's plenty, but
Bro, I looked at you as a brother, and I still do. I told you things I wouldn't tell anybody. You got nudes of my ex-girlfriends, my nigga. What we talking about, my nigga? I looked at you as a brother, and you did this shit, pocket watching a nigga, and then you run around and tell these bitches?
I don't know, man.
There was a lack of femininity in the black women. And I'm sorry to have to say that, but it's just true. Where do you think this lack of femininity came from? And when did it start? Where did this lack of femininity come from? I mean, from the way they approach it and from the way that their bodies are.
The excuse is that the men ain't around, so the women have to be the men type. But even though the state is supplying the money that the men would be there to supply, the state supplies it, so that's not an excuse. The where it's coming from is a lot of inbreeding, brothers. That's what it is. A lot of dudes. I mean, this is like we're third generation in on. Each new generation of females are coming in harder and harder and harder in the face, and that's because they're sleeping with their own cousins. They're sleeping.
Oh boy. MBDX. I don't know, man.
With their half brothers and sisters. Because I mean, Papa's a Rolling Stone, wherever he lays his hat is his home. Okay? So if Papa's a Rolling Stone, wherever he lays his hat is home, but we know Papa don't have a car. Papa is walking around a certain square block radius.
Yeah, you're right. Papa in some cases doesn't have a car, but you know something? He manages to get around. And some of them papas, they're savvy and smooth enough where they don't even have to like own a car per se. They can just borrow their mama's whip, one of their boys' whip, or a chick that they're currently living with, or a smashing's whip. And she'll just give it to him, no questions asked, nothing like that. And he'll drive around and pick up and smash other chicks behind his main chick's back. And sometimes the main chick knows about it and doesn't care. But it's whatever, because you have girls that enable these kind of behaviors, unfortunately. And then on the flip side, you have guys that take advantage of chicks that have low self-esteem. So, a lot of predators out there.
He wants to go to the mall, he has to catch a bus, or he has to have a girl drive him. Papa is sleeping with these ladies. Papa's sleeping with the girl down the street, plus the girl he's got in the house, her house, plus he's been messing around with the girl around the corner. He's got 6 or 7 kids by 6 or 7 different women.
I think some of these players, they're not that sloppy where they'll make those kind of rookie mistakes. So maybe you're talking about somebody a lot younger, not somebody that's in their 30s or 40s, because by then they should know better.
Those kids all go to the same school, grow up, mate with each other, right? And then
unfortunately, there are cases where the siblings all don't know each other or are aware of each other, because some dudes get around like Tupac. So, especially if you live in the same town where everybody has messed with each other at one point or another, yeah, you're gonna have one of your kids bump into another kid, and it's gonna turn out that kid is going to be, ta-da, sibling. But I don't know. I think I'll listen to that on my off time. Let's listen into this.
Kids believe procreating with non-black women will provide their children with the best resources, fair skin, good hair, and more intellectual capacity. Now, those are women arguments. Black men never said that.
If you are a true practitioner of SYSBM, put a 1 in the chat if you are a you.
That's what we need to build new black people that way. We need to build a new society.
So basically, see, SYSBM, BGS Ibmore, Sigma Jones, MBDX, and Black Male First Media, they endorse this eugenics concept of breeding out the daggle and whatnot. But this theory is very flawed, and very far-fetched. Kind of sounds like Logan's Run to me. Logan's Run is a sci-fi movie from back in the day.
Would you rather be divorced by a white or Asian or Latino female, or female from abroad of African descent? Or would you rather be dead dealing with the beast here in North America?
The beast comes in all colors, bruh.
Boy, you are in for a show tonight, son.
My birth mother, she was a daggle. Remarried a bunch of times and had my own government.
So, no, I mean, looking at this channel and everything, it just appears to me that most of the content here is geared towards either SYSBM, Red Pill people, David Carroll, and Solo TV 84. It seems like Solo TV 84 and Donovan are just the favorite top targets of either Aaron Fountain or Black Pill Truth 2.0. So I don't know. I mean, someone once told me in the comment section of my Expose the Manosphere vid that, Aaron's purpose isn't to, steal subscribers from any of these content creators or discredit them. He just wants to do an expose piece on them because none of the other journalists or scribes in his racket have decided to take on the task. So I don't know. I mean, people have their own opinions about this, but
They don't want to. They want to say, "Oh, they're just dating. They're just marrying now because they have an opportunity to." No, it's they're not marrying you because of your behavior.
Can I
What?
say
What are you?
something? Can I
Of
say
course you
something, Uncle
can. Yeah.
D? I'll
Yes,
put it
sir.
out here right.
I like Dennis Sperling. I have to appear on one of his panels one of these days, but I'm gonna wrap this up because I went too long with this. But anyway, after skimming through some of the tracking the Black Manosphere's content, it doesn't appear that he's trolling or stalking. This is just, an overall critique of some of the things that he's seeing throughout the space on YouTube and making his analysis through it, in a very colorful and zany kind of way. And he has some good content and everything. In fact, he's inspiring me to step up my game on here. So I ain't mad at him. But a lot of people are mad at Aaron, So when you do stuff like this, you are gonna make a lot of enemies. So, 886 subscribers. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. Follow us on Twitter. And as always, one love.